Never meet your heroes post from Cricket subreddit. I am not Oop, the lucky bastard. Oop is you, dude from Boston. This is my first time posting, so go easy on me. Also, thanks to you, the gamer who kills NPC. Awesome and relatable username BTW, for suggesting this post, and also for the comment they made which I used as the title. I'm not that creative. Lol. Originally posted in r Cricket and r Bermuda. Some interesting facts, at least to me, to hide warnings. 1. Both India and Bermuda failed to enter the Super 8 feet stage that year. 2. Malachi Jones bowled the ball that resulted in fall of Uthapa's wicket. It's also notable that he managed to get the wicket in his first ball he bowled in a World Cup match. He was 17 at that time. 3. Leverrock caught the ball which took Robin Uthapa's wicket thanks to Malachi Jones' bowling. In the same match, Jones caught the ball which took Yuvraj Singh's wicket thanks to Leverrock's bowling. Trigger warning. Some fat-shaming content in the related videos section in The Catch, link in YouTube. Less than. Mood spoilers. None. I guess. Less than. The Catch. The 2023 World Cup promo Oop mention. The Catch is at 1:34. The article from Royal Gazette. Original post. I met Dwayne Leverock in the most incredible way possible. Posted on the 24th of July 2023. It's an image post image description. Both Oop and Leverrock are leaning towards their right, reaching out their right hand to recreate the catch Leverrock had caught on the 2007 World Cup. There is a smaller picture in the lower left corner of the image which shows the actual catch. Caught by Leverrock himself. Story in the comment. Story time. I was in Bermuda recently, touring the beautiful island, when something unimaginable happened. One evening, I needed a ride to go back to the port where our cruise was docked. I wandered out to a taxi area and asked the first person I could find to see if they could give me a ride to the dockyard. Shortly there I was, in the cab of Jimmy Tweed, the greatest taxi driver of all time. Upon learning I was a cricket fan, he was quick to ask if I knew anything about Bermuda's cricket team. I shared with him how I vividly remember them participating in the 2007 World Cup and of course, Dwayne Leverrock's insane one-handed diving catch during that very tournament. The moment Jimmy heard me mention 2007 and Leverrock, his eyes lit up, followed by instant disbelief that the world outside their tiny island knew about Leverrock's heroics. He was so moved by this conversation that he called his wife up right away. Honey, I need you to call all our friends to see if any of them have Dwayne Leverrock's phone number. I have a gentleman in my taxi from outside Bermuda who is a huge fan and we absolutely have to make sure he meets Leverrock before I drop him off at his destination. I genuinely thought Jimmy was joking because my drop-off place was probably only 30 minutes away at that point and there was no way we were going to get an international cricketer's phone number in that time frame, let alone convince him to meet a total stranger. Boy oh boy, was I wrong. Within 5 minutes, we get a text from Jimmy's wife. She has a phone number. Jimmy is overjoyed. I am still looking for a prank camera in the car because no way this is real life. We call up said number. Hello, this is Dwayne. May I ask who is calling? Were we on the phone with the Dwayne Leverrock? On speaker. In a taxi. On an island. In the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Did I have this on my 2023 bingo card? Absolutely not. Not even in my wildest dreams. Dwayne, this is Jimmy Tweed. You don't know me, but I have got a huge cricket fan. No, a huge Dwayne Leverrock fan visiting the island. He's in my cab right now. So you better put on some pants cause we're coming to meet ya. Oh, and by the way, where do you live? Quote, I was fully expecting Leverrock to hang up after that introductory spiel. But to my utmost surprise, not only did he say hi to me on speakerphone, he also gave us his home address and asked that we swing by. It was at this moment that I realized there were no prank cameras in the car. And this was just Bermuda's way of welcoming me, a nobody, to their heavenly island. Within 10 minutes, we were outside the address given to us over the phone. And there he was in flesh, the man, the myth, the legend, the Dwayne Leverock, Bermuda's hero from the 2007 World Cup, who took a stunner that is talked about to this day. And one that even made it to the 2023 World Cup promo. Lovingly known around the island as Sluggo, he did not waste any time in making me feel at home by greeting me with the widest smile ever. So humble, so down to earth. All he wanted to talk about was my trip. But all I wanted to talk about was him and the diving catch that shook the world. I asked him if he could recreate his diving pose with me, and he happily obliged. And if that wasn't enough to make me feel welcome on the island, he even asked me for my contact details so he could send a gift basket my way. I mean, somebody pinch me already, because this has to be a dream. Dwayne Leverrock, Jimmy Tweed, and the people of Bermuda, if you're reading this, please know you all are absolute legends on and off the ground. And the cricketing world can't wait to have you back on the field at the big stage. Sending love and more one-handed diving catches your way. Comments. Commenter. Haha, what a cool story. What an incredible catch that was. What did you chat with him? What is he up to these days? Oop. Mostly chatted about the 2007 CWC. He shared he's taken much better catches in his career than the one he eventually got famous for. He's currently a full-time police officer and a part-time cricket commentator. Still an island favorite though 16 years later. Commenter 1. When I told people I was moving to Bermuda, some of my friends challenged me to get a selfie with the great man. 5 months here and playing cricket, I am yet to met him. Commenter 2. Better start calling taxis. Update. The Dwayne Leverock story keeps getting better. Posted on the 29th of August 2023. It's an image post image description. Pic 1 is a picture of Oop and Robin Uthappa holding OOP's diary journal, which has the picture of Oop and Leverrock recreating the catch. Pic 2 is a picture of the Royal Gazette issue, which covered the story of Oop meeting Leverrock. The newspapers are signed by Leverrock himself. Leverrock also included personal message there which reads, "Best wishes. All the best Sluggo," and "All the best, have a great time. Sluggo." Story in the comment. Story time. Some of you might remember the story of how I met Bermuda's hero from the 2007 World Cup, Dwayne Leverrock, in the most incredible way imaginable last month. I now have an update to that story. Update. When I met Leverrock last month, he joked that I should somehow meet Robin Uthappa, the Indian batter who edged it to Leverrock, and remind him of that catch. Of course this was just some light-hearted banter and I didn't think too much of it since that day. Fast forward a few weeks. I find myself flying to Florida to catch a few T10 games. I land late in the afternoon, exhausted, and go straight to my hotel. As I enter and make my way to the reception, I notice a familiar face casually hanging out in the lobby. You guessed it, Robin Venu Uthappa. Are you kidding me? Surely this is not happening again. But no matter how much I rubbed my eyes, it was still the same Robbie Uthappa we grew up watching. Clean-shaven, curly hair, unmistakable swag. I walk up to him in total disbelief and ask if he could spare a few minutes to chat. He asked me to wait by the bar, where he joined me not too long after. What's going on? How are we doing? Says Uthappa. I've got something to show you. but I'm unsure if you'll find it as amusing as I do. Do you remember the 2007 World Cup? Quote. Of course I do. It was a forgettable experience for us as a team. It was at this moment I pulled out my autograph book that had a photo of Leverock and me from Bermuda, as well as a copy of the Royal Gazette that picked up our story from Reddit and published it on their front page. I kid you not. The moment Uthappa saw that photo, he let out the widest smile known to humankind, followed by sheer amusement at this movie-like life that I was getting to live this summer. Deep down, I was relieved that he was such a great sport about all this, and I couldn't have asked for a better reaction. I then proceed to ask him if he was comfortable taking a photo with my book that had Leverock recreating that diving pose from 2007, and he happily obliged. Even told the photographer where to stand so that the angles didn't make Leverock's face blurry. What an absolute legend. Now to find a way to send this photo and story back to Leverock. Comments. Commenter 1. On the 30th of August. I actually work with Leverock and will happily pass this on if you would like. Oop. Yes please. Thank ya. Commenter 1. Same day. Our team is due back to work on Thursday. We'll show him then. We'll try and get something to film the moment. Oop. Aw man. That would be amazing. Please keep me posted. Would love to see a video of his reaction. Commenter 1. On the 11th of September. Unfortunately I could get video, but I showed Leverock and he has a huge smile. You made him very happy. Oop. Love it. Thanks so much for doing that. Commenter 2. All you need to finish the trifecta is to get a photo with Malachi Jones next time you visit. Shouldn't be too hard. He is still playing. Editor's note. Please do not brigade. I am not Oop. This is a repost sub. If you have any criticism or tips on how I constructed the post, please DM me. Do not harass Oop. And please follow BORU guidelines. I flared it as concluded. But I really hope Oop has the chance to meet Malachi Jones and come full circle. This one is cute. I would be inclined to disbelieve it, but the photos are real, so that's cool. I know nothing about cricket, but this is a great story. I also love that Oop brought receipts. I just love humans being nice to each other. Maybe the world isn't so terrible. Logs off forever to preserve this feeling. It was a truly majestic catch. I don't even follow cricket, but this is just such a wonderful story. Thank Yun for sharing it. I've never heard of the Bermudan player, but Indians who follow cricket would know of Uthappa. It's cool that he got to meet him and interact with him. Also nice to know that Uthappa was a good sport. Somewhere in Boston, a psychotic sports fan just read this and got even more miserable that this didn't happen to him. After all he does for his teams. I never thought I would see a cricket post turn up here. That catch is legendary. And it's great to hear that the guys involved are so lovely. Smile. What a cheerful story. Do meet your cricket heroes if they were from 2007 lol. The anti part in the title didn't register for me. So I read this wondering at which point would someone be an ass to justify that never meet part lol. This is such a Bermuda story, man. My pal is from there and you're like 2 degrees of separation from anyone in the entire territory lol. Wow. What an incredible series of coincidences for Oop. That's amazing. An all-time moment as a fan, I'm sure. Bermuda seems great. Nice to see 2 of my dearest loves come together, Boru and cricket. This guy has an aura of charisma that is very specific to cricket players, and you know what? Good for him. I skimmed too fast and thought this was going to be about crickets. Not cricket. I was impressed they had so many fans that it warranted a subreddit. Slight off topic. I'm not the only one who misread his name, right? Thanks for making it a Boru. It's one of my favorite posts on Reddit. Stopped watching cricket 5 years ago, but it's really like that, eh? Okay, so now I know the names of 3 whole people from Bermuda. There's Dwayne Leverrock, Jimmy Tweed, and Dylan Hollis. That little guy who bakes old recipes on TikTok. Initially read it as Never Met Your Heroes, so was waiting for the negative Leverrock update. But this was so wholesome and awesome.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.